This video is sponsored by Fallout Hosting. Click the link in the description to find how you can start your Minecraft server for as little as $1 a month. Hey, what's going on guys? It's your boy tinkfro and welcome back to another episode of AfterLife Season 3, episode number 16. And we are starting this episode off out here in our completed mega base, which is looking super fancy, if I may say so myself. Am I right, Butler? Am I right? Where are you? You're hiding from me. There we go. Yes, good chap. Make sure everything's going to plan. And, well, before we begin this episode off, look at this. I have a new resource pack that makes water very clear, which I quite like because that means that we can get the full effect for our fishy tanks, right? So, do let me know down in the comments whether you like this resource pack, because it does also affect water over here, right? So if we make our way over here, then you can kind of see, whoops, where am I? Okay, here. So yeah, you can kind of see that the water, like in the rivers and oceans, also gets kind of clear. So I personally like this, but yeah, do let me know if you guys are okay with this. Nevertheless though, I want to start this episode off with this area over here, right? Because I do have plans for all this, and it mainly consists of building some epic Victorian era gardens. I think that would look really cool if we were to do that. And well, if we look inside these shulker boxes, you can see we have a whole bunch of lilacs and roses ready, because this is exactly just how much we'll be needing for our gardens, right? And Justin L was actually kind enough, because I was bone mealing all of this by hand. Oh, dummy me. But yeah, Justin actually made this little contraption for me, which involved, well, just 2 observers, which created a clock, as you can see. We put a bone meal in here and then our flour here, and it just like mass produced it. So yeah, that did make my life a lot easier. And with that, we actually have all the resources that we'll be needing for our garden. So why don't we get into a time lapse and hopefully finish it all off. But before we jump into a time lapse, as we saw a few episodes back, I did create this little water stream so that our skeleton over here would kill creepers, right? So that we can get a music disc, and I don't really want to just kill him, and I think it would be really cool if we actually kind of got him and to be in this area over here, right? Because there's actually a lot of space in between, in between the walls, right? So I think it would be kind of cool if we had him like roaming here. He could be kind of like a little ghost thing over here, kind of like all good ancient museums have. So how do I want to do this? Let me think. Let's put this back. Let's put this here. And I guess if we remove this, hey buddy. All right, there we go. And yeah, easy as that. He shall now be roaming the walls of the museum. Kind of makes it a little bit haunted, don't you think? So that's pretty cool. Are you still in there? Yep, there you go. Good job, buddy. You can stay in there and spook all future comers. Anyway, let's jump into that time lapse as this arrow is in my shoulder. And there we have it, guys. We now have our garden fully complete, and it is looking absolutely amazing. I am just so happy with how it looks. Oh man, look at that. It's gorgeous. Now, there is a few things that I want to show you guys, right? So, we obviously have the garden mains, right? Which are like these nice little designs that we have with the flowers, right? Kind of looks like big pizza slices over there. But I quite like how it looks, right? On either side, we have these little, I don't know, pond thingamajigs, little pools. where we actually used some green terracotta and some lime concrete powder over here, right? And we just used some of these fans just to make some lilies. Now I could add a little bit of extra detail if we put an item frame and then like a colored block of concrete, so like yellow or white, to give it a little bit more detail, but I do quite like how it looks like this. And yeah, if we check out over here, you can see that we have a total of 5 fountains. We have one there, one here, one there, and one over there, right? And you might have noticed that we are actually using conduits up at the very top, solely for the express purpose of providing lighting, right? So again, this build is not really about efficiency or any of that type of stuff. It's all about just projecting wealth and power, right? And we actually added even more diamond blocks over there. So the actual building uses a total of 108 diamond blocks up there on the roof, right? And we're using even more out here in the fountain. And talking about the fountain, I just want to say I absolutely love the design. I think it's very simple and very nice. I love, especially with our new texture pack, that the water is very clear. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it. And well, while we're in this area, you can see we have this almost chess/checkers pattern going on over here that really gives me some like Alice in Wonderland vibes, right? It feels like we could get lost here and maybe find a white rabbit making his way over there into a hole. So actually, that could be a good idea. We could get a white rabbit and name him whatever his name is in the Alice in Wonderland books. But yeah, if we take a look over here, our path over here consists of some basalt pillars, right? And we have this nice zigzag pattern over here. I actually really love this. I think it looks really epic. And yeah, we have these little things over here, right? Using miniature blocks for diamonds, which were provided to us by Ash. We have some emerald blocks. We have a redstone block, which was provided by Jay. And over here we have a gold block, right? So just some expensive things over here just to show off our wealth and taste. Now over here we have this very beautiful rotunda, which I am actually a very big fan of. So all this wealth and power can really get into our head, right? And we gotta make sure that doesn't happen. So we have this little, I don't know, like meditation area, right? We have some yin and yang over here and a nice pattern here on the floor, right? Made out of some soft wool, so we can be here and meditate. Beautiful. So yeah, I really like this part. And I guess the final thing we can take a look at are our beacon beams, right? And they are, of course, in the shape of DNA, some of the most important things in the universe, as it is what makes us special, what makes Earth so diverse and full of life, right? And we have actually put down the 2 fundamental questions of the humans, right? Where do we come from? And out here on the other side, we have where are we going, right? So the 2 questions that humans have been asking themselves for ages and ages and ages, ever since we could think. And yeah, this is just kind of what it looks like up here, DNA with some beacon. So yeah, we get some resistance. How do I get rid of this? Yeah, we got resistance and regeneration on this side. And then on that side, we get some strength and even more regeneration. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And we can actually get all the way to the top with this. So why don't we do that now? Alright, here we are, right at the top, and yeah, so this is what our gardens are looking like, and I think we are actually pretty much complete with our build. And yeah, you can see more clearly all the diamonds that we used for our build over here. So with all that out of the way, I guess that yeah, we're pretty much completed with this, and yeah, I'm very, very happy with it. And I just kind of like to thank you guys for sticking with me in this journey. I think I actually managed to get a lot done in a relatively short amount of time, right? About a month to fully complete our build. And well, we haven't even completed the back over here either, right? So there's still a lot more to be done, obviously. Now, you might have noticed that our last episode came out on a Wednesday, right? And we had the first part of the UHC on Friday, the usual slot for our AfterLife episodes, right? And you might notice that this one followed the same pattern, and that is because on Friday we will be having the finale for our UHC, so we'll see who won, who lost, who died, who didn't die, and that's all very exciting. And I just want to show you guys this little video really quickly. If you haven't seen it already, it kind of showcases the UHC. Okay, and yeah, so that was the little video there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I believe Jay put a lot of effort into trying to get that video all nice and fancy. And yeah, well, I'm excited for you guys to see the finale of the UHC. I almost hit you, Butler. Anyway, keep tidying the books, okay? So that is kind of where we're gonna leave this episode for today, but I thought it would be nice to kind of tell you guys what I actually have planned for this area, right? So this is actually a very big area that we have terraformed, right? So I think I have shown this in the past, this absolutely ginormous area. And well, I'm thinking we could continue our museum downwards and kind of have like a little bit more rooms and areas down here. But I would be kind of thinking like making like little laboratory, like you know, where you carefully dig out stuff out of the sand just to do all that and restore some like ancient artifacts. So that's what we could be doing down here. But I do have something different in mind for this area, right? So if we make our way out, you can see that there is this huge area and this very nice little like bay area too, right? So what I have in mind is to actually kind of create a little bit of a port system, right? So we can have some ports with some ships over there. I have quite a few designs in mind which I really love to share with you all. And over here, I'm thinking we could have like a little village of some sorts, right? I feel like that would be pretty cool because, I mean, if this build were to be constructed in real life with Minecraft era tools and technology, it would take a long time and it would take a huge amount of manpower, right? And with all that manpower, all of a sudden you have the situation where, well, where are they gonna sleep? Where are they gonna live? Once you have builders that have wages, they have a lot of currency that can be spent. So what happens? Restaurants start popping up, blacksmiths start popping up, and all of those goodies. So out of the construction of something like this, you would also get the construction of essentially an entire village or township with that. So that is kind of what I have in mind. Obviously, we'd have to design something, which I haven't done so, but I do think that would look really cool. And I have actually made this area over here, right? So we're gonna have to tidy up the river, but I have created this area where we could build like a little bridge that takes us to that area over there and maybe link up with Arts and KB's area over there. But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna be where we call it an episode for today. If you enjoyed, make sure to give the video a like and subscribe to see more videos just like this one. A reminder that we do have an AfterLife Discord where you can chat with me if you want. And well, just make sure you guys check out the UHC finale. That was actually really fun to record, and I do hope you guys enjoy it. But until next time, guys, thank you all very much for watching and keep on building.